finally making my second chance at this video. Sorry that it's taking so long, and I know you ladies are waiting to see these bad boys, and I know a few of you guys have actually ordered wigs and you really want this video to get up, so I'm here, I'm ready, let's get this going. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys a few of my babies that I've bought online, and actually I've gotten a couple in town here at the Tickle trunk, so make sure to link everything in my bio once this is uploaded so you can see where I got my wigs from. I guess the main focus is seeing what these wigs look like on me. I'm going to show you how I make them look natural, how I get them to blend. Yeah, so, okay, so all these wigs are actually synthetic, which does not mean you can't use heat on them. You can actually use like a low heat setting on your straightener. I normally start at like, I think my straightener literally only goes down to like 200. So I'd use that. Definitely do a test strand on the pieces before going straight in and doing it. You're kind of doing it at your own risk. I do have one wig here that is heat resistant, and I can apply as much heat to it as needed. Obviously you don't want to go extremely high because it's still plastic. You don't want to melt it, you don't want to make it look all ratchety because we don't want that. So yeah, I'm going to get started and show you guys the gist of all my wigs first before I put them on. Alright, so this one, I'll show you guys my Amazon wigs that I got. The one thing I love about these Amazon wigs is they're lace front, so they actually blend in better. My other wigs I got off Rosegal, I thought they were lace fronts, but they weren't. I've made them work. They're a little bit more of a struggle to blend in, but you can definitely still make them look realistic and still make them an everyday kind of wig. So yeah, this is my blonde beauty. Yes. It's insides. Pretty cool actually. So you've got your tightening straps on here, plus you get actually 3 clips that you obviously hook into your hair to make it more secure. Anyways. But yeah, this one literally is just like a lot of hair, super soft, came like this, curly. I haven't tried heat on this one because I actually like the wave of this. I did straighten a few of my other ones, I will show you. Crazy baby hairs. Yeah, so that's my blonde one. This is also from Amazon. This is my pastel, it's more of a peach color honestly, like a nice pinky rose gold kind of color. I actually went in and straightened this wig just because I didn't like how heavy it was on the end. It was pretty wavy, which you can kind of see in the way that I put on my page, style. But yeah, like this one, thick. Nice thick hair, heat resistant, which is awesome. Still has the same kind of insides, like the tightening hooks and the clips on the outside. It's also lace front wave, which makes it a little bit more blendable. Yeah, this is my third wig. Now, this one is a shorter one. I actually got this one off Rosegal. I got it just because it was more to my length until I went and chopped my hair, by the way. This is my new hairstyle. I really like the colors of this. The only thing is when you do get wigs that have the darker roots, I'll show you one wig that has it go all the way through, which is perfect, but these Rosegal ones, I don't like it because you literally flip it and it's just blonde on the other side. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah, so, yeah, it just splits, which I don't like. So it gets really, like, get the dark pieces there, but you don't really get it in the back. So that's definitely something that frustrates me and something you have to be careful about when you do buy wigs online that have a darker root. Fortunately, this is definitely something that can happen in a way. Yeah, so this has the same kind of insides. Actually doesn't have clips, it just has the tightening string, but it's not a lace front either, so it definitely needed a little bit more blending in, but I will show you how I blended these guys in when I put them on. Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of that guy. Now, this is the other wig that I got off Rosegal. Super pretty. Doesn't really do it justice in this light, I don't think, but it's like white. It's literally pretty much as white as my shirt kind of thing. But it's got the dark roots again. The only thing, look how it splits. That's the only thing I don't like. So it can definitely be something that, like I said, you need to watch out for. But it's got the same kind of inside, still has the tightening on it, doesn't have the clips or anything. And this one also is in the lace front, so it's definitely to make a hairline kind of thing. But super pretty, super thick, super soft hair too. I actually added a little bit of heat onto this one, didn't melt it at all. It, yeah, actually did awesome. So yeah, there's my fourth wig. This next wig I'm about to show you is definitely not something I probably would wear out. I'm still trying to work on it, but it's something I've always wanted. I've always wanted curly hair. You know, even the color of it is something fun to play with just because I'm never gonna have brown hair. But yeah, so this is my curly wig. I got a perm actually in grade 6, but I don't know if it's because my hair is so fine and straight that it just didn't hold the perm, or the perm wasn't done properly, but unfortunately that happens, and I never got my goals of having curly hair when I was younger. So yeah, I ordered this wig, and like I said, I'm still playing around with it. I think it's really pretty, but it definitely is something that you definitely have to get used to. So these next two wigs that I got, they're actually from in town here. They're from the Tickle trunk. They're both synthetic wigs too, not lace fronts, but this one's really pretty. This was my very first wig that I wore. So this is what I mean about the dark roots, okay? See how this actually goes all the way through no matter where the hair moves, which I love. So it's really pretty, and it's a nice silver tone. Also has some bangs. I had to cut some bangs just because these type of wigs actually come with longer bangs. So because no one knows what length your forehead is. Everyone has different sizes of forehead, so it's kind of cool that you can play around with that and make it the length that you want. So I definitely went in and I cut it shorter because it was way too long. But very pretty, very pretty. Now, this next wig I'm about to show you, I thought my blonde wig was like my number one, but like this one's up there too. It's freaking beautiful. I know I'm never gonna color my hair back this, but as soon as I tried it on, it's probably my most expensive wig out of all these guys. But like, look at this. I straightened it too just because it didn't do it justice when it was all curly, but it's got the side bang. You could cut this into a front bang if you want, but yeah, like beautiful, you know? And I used to have red hair like most of you guys know, and I love red, but it's such a pain in the butt to maintain and to have, so I definitely have resorted to obviously a red wig. But yeah, like this is freaking beautiful. Like, so in love, so in love. Options here. So what most people do when they put on a wig cap is you want to get your hair smooth as possible, obviously, because you don't want to have any bulges or anything kind of around where you can actually like see it sticking out of your wig, because unfortunately that can happen. So you can either braid your hair, you can try and put it in like a really, really, really low ponytail. What actually some girls do is what I'm gonna do right now is just put it on, get ready for this sexiness. Now you actually go in and you take your hairs and you just tuck them up into the sides of your damn right. So you can actually pull pieces of your hair out depending on the color of wig to make it blend a little bit more, but I'm not. We'll start off with my blonde beautiful wig. Now, most people tell you not to flip your wigs because it's damaging to them, but I see girls all over Instagram and Facebook, flipping the wigs. I find it easier to apply because then at least I can get it over my hair, and it just sits better when I, flip it up. So, yeah, so like this, pull that down, and voila. So yeah, this is my blonde wig. I did cut, in my last video I tried to upload for you guys, I did cut little baby hairs in here to show you kind of the gist of how to blend. What I'm going to do today actually is instead of doing it on myself, I'm going to do it on a mannequin head just to show you guys how I do it, I guess. But yeah, this is my blonde wig. So it looks like in the back. This. Voila. Voila. Give me my word. So yeah, here's my pink. This is the hairline on it. So still pretty realistic. The nice thing too is if you don't want it middle part, bam, you can make it a side part. So a lot of girls actually prefer that. A lot of girls don't actually like the middle part look on them. So, yeah, this is my thick wig back. You know, makes me feel fabulous. Cha. Same thing. Pull down. Loop. Around the hairline. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Now I can show you what I mean by making a hairline look more realistic. It's definitely what it looks like down the middle. But like again, you can turn it, make it more of a side part. So since this isn't a lace front, it can kind of get a little noticeable, but what I did actually is I've cut little pieces in there to kind of make it look like I have baby hairs. And I also went in, so you can see right here, and you actually pluck the hairline, which I'll show you guys, to make it wider and look more like a hairline. And then you actually take your concealer, you know, draw that on. I use my eyebrow brush, draw that on, take a little powder to set it, and voila, you get a hairline. So yeah. Looks like in the back. It's a cute, like, haircut too. Okay. But yeah, so this is the nice silver one, which is nice and all, but like, see what I mean about the dark pieces coming up and then there's literally no dark pieces in the back. So that's one thing I'm not a huge fan about, but the cool part is you can throw a toque on. Okay? Yeah, look. Voila. Now you don't have to really worry about that too much. You know, just say you want to have long hair, not worry about your hair. That's the fun part about wigs, is you can literally just throw a wig on, put a hat on, put anything on, a freaking bandana, whatever you want to do, you know, make it blend. Easy ways. So yeah, this is the white wig. Sorry, it's a little, haven't really combed it, but yeah, so it's super pretty. Just kind of look at the hairline again. Plucked this one too, added some concealer to make it more of a hairline. So yeah. Okay. Now here's for the laughs. Okay? Don't judge me. Like I said, I'm trying to make this wig work. I don't know if it has any hope, but it's worth a try. So here we go. Don't tell me you never wanted to have curly hair. Okay. Yeah. So this wig, definitely, I actually went in and I cut like baby hairs in it just to kind of blend it more, but it's definitely not my go-to wig. But, I don't know. It's fun. If I can figure out a way to, you know, make it work and blend, I hope, because having curly hair like this is pretty freaking awesome. And maybe it just doesn't suit me. It could suit anyone else, right? Like, maybe not someone with such pale skin. I don't know, but hey, that's what wigs are for. You get to try them on, see what you like, see what you don't like, and like I'm saying, these guys are all reasonably priced. I probably spent like $40 or less on each wig, which is nothing. My red wig, though, I will explain how much that guy was. The Tickle trunk wigs, obviously, that I got are a little bit more, but they're also a little better quality too, so yeah, this is my wig with the bangs. So, okay. This is the wig with bangs. It's definitely like a deep bang, but it's still really pretty, like the wig itself, like the style. And I just love how like the darkness flows all the way through. Yeah, it's a fun wig. It looks super cute too with a toque on. So, it's kind of cool. And the nice thing too is you can try these wigs on with bangs and see if you even like bangs. And then, you know, instead of going and chopping your hair or things like crazy like that. Speaking of me, who does crazy things like that? But yeah, this is definitely a cool wig to play with. Let's get on to my beautiful red wig. Okay, this guy was about 80 bucks, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but it's good quality, still super soft, right? So, this guy, told mom I didn't spend that much on it, lols, was 110, but like honestly, as soon as I put it on my head, I had to have it. I'm sorry, like girl, you know what I mean. When you try something on, you're just like, I have to have you. That is exactly how I felt with this wig. Yeah, and like, this guy I didn't even really have to play around with. Like, it already comes with side bangs and it already looks like a hairline, but like, so long and soft. But like, just look at that color, especially with like, I'm sorry, red hair with blue eyes is always, and a pale tone has always been my thing. So, yeah, this is what it looks like in the back. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, so I bought some mannequin heads actually from the Tickle trunk. They were probably about $8. These are really good to have, especially if you have a wig collection like me. With wigs, you don't want to just throw them, you don't want to just like lay them down. Really, you should have them on some kind of head or even a stand where the hair is, you know, laying down, just because it's gonna treat your wig better. The wig's gonna last longer. It's not gonna get all matted. It's definitely a good option to have, I feel like. It's kind of like insurance for your wigs in a way, right? So you got this, and I mean, got this too. This is my old mannequin from school. I'm thinking about shaving her head and using her as a mannequin head too. So yeah, there's tons of different options and stuff like that. I'm actually gonna put a wig on one of these guys, and I'm gonna show you how I cut it so that it, you know, blends around your face, and, you know, add a few baby hairs in there to make that blend too. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so got my pink wig here. You guys can see it. Put it on my mannequin head. So what I do is I take about a 1-inch section, and you can actually take your clip, clip it back so you don't, you know, get the other pieces all in there. Do the same on the other side. So you have kind of 3 different areas. Obviously your face is not the same size as this mannequin head, so I would definitely start a little bit lower if that's what you are going to do on a mannequin head. I take my hand like this, take my shears, and I literally, it's called slide cutting, so you literally just slide cut down. I do it a couple times just to make sure I've gotten all the hair. Now, I do this just to see where the layers are landing, and if see how it's not, there's not really anything landing here, then I know that I need to go in a little bit more. Go in and do the same on this side. Yeah, so see how you're already getting like that nice feathery textured feeling around the framing of the face. I actually recommend, if you guys can put this on a mannequin head, this is actually a lot easier, and I feel like I'm getting better results out of it by doing it on this head right now. Not gonna lie. So if you have the ability to put it on something, I would. Now you can also go in and point cut up to make more of a blend. Yeah, so that's pretty much how you do feathering around the face. Now, I'm finding with the baby hairs actually, what some people will do is they will actually now I don't want to do a whole lot just because I don't want to wreck her, but you literally just slide cut down. See how it's creating kind of like a baby hairs in a way, if that makes sense? So you're kind of getting those pieces. In there. Yeah, and obviously take your time, start longer than shorter because you can't put the hair back on. A little bit of shorter layers in there. So when you do wear the wig, see how you got the natural little baby hairs in there compared to, because we all have baby hairs. It's just the way it goes. That's why it looks good when you can add that in there. But yeah, that kind of gives you a gist. You can play around with it, take off what you want. Obviously, you can even put your mannequin, like the hair on a mannequin, and cut the length of it if you feel like the wig's too long. Just be careful. I mean, yeah, just don't get too scissor happy because you can't put this hair back on. But yeah, that gives you a gist of kind of how to feather and make it look a little bit more realistic in the end.